Our life often revolves around remembering and memorizing things. Our heads are filled with memories, and every day we add new information to this storage. Our brain is a wonderful machine that can process and keep information. But very often it needs help, especially when you need to remember something for a very long time and extract this information from your memory easily. In this video, I will teach you one way to do this. This might seem bizarre at first, but trust me, it will make sense in the end. I need you to use your imagination. I will describe several pictures to you, and I would like you to imagine them as vividly as possible. Can you picture a rabbit? I'm sure it is easy for you, so let's raise the bar a little. The rabbit is made of velvet, all soft and smooth. You can choose any color you like, but velvet is somehow associated with purple. Here is our first image, a velvet rabbit. Let's give him something to do, shall we? The rabbit is jumping under a huge green willow, just generally chilling and having fun. Now play this back in your head. The purple velvet rabbit is jumping under the willow. Okay, now let's try something a bit crazier. You can easily picture a fly, but can you put a fly on a throne? Yes, our fly is big and scary looking and sits on the throne. There are little flies all around the throne, the subjects of our boss fly. Well, his royalty is not happy about something, and as a punishment pours gold and ink on all the poor little flies close to him. Do you have the picture? A big fly on a throne pouring gold and ink on little flies around it. Got it? Moving on. You are, of course, familiar with the American flag. Here is a little challenge for you. Can you picture this flag with a face? Yes, you've heard it right. The American flag with a face. And that face is all sad and crying. Something bad must have happened. To show the grief, the flag is hung on a big wooden dresser. You can see every detail on it. The next set of images will be simple for your already well-trained imagination. Picture a janitor in overalls and with a broom, flying through the air. Flying is fun, but in the case of our janitor, it has consequences. It might be the air quality, but he's turning into a bronze statue. A bronze janitor in the air. Now, your task is to imagine a gang of mice, but not just any ordinary gang. The thing is, they all have soap and sponges in their little paws. What are they doing? Well, they are running after a group of men who, what a coincidence, all have stains on their backs. You guessed right. Mice are running after men to clean the stains on their backs. Do you have a picture? Good. By this time, you're probably asking yourself, what am I doing? What is the purpose of this exercise? What do I gain besides some fun pictures in my mind? Let us reveal this mystery. Just like that, in a very fun exercise, you've memorized 5 great works of literature and their authors. Let's take a look. The first one, as you may have guessed, is a book called The Velveteen Rabbit, written by Marjorie Williams. To be brief, we've been memorizing only the last names of authors. This particular last name, Williams, can be associated with a willow tree. That's why we have our rabbit jumping under it. It will come to you as no surprise that the second book in question is Lord of the Flies. Do you know the writer behind the book? Now you do. Mr. William Golding, hence the gold and the ink. For the third book, we have chosen An American Tragedy by Theodore Dreiser. The dresser is here to help you remember his last name. What about the flying janitor? Well, that is how we encoded the name of the famous Jane Eyre. The book was written by Charlotte Bronte. That's why our janitor is turning bronze. The last one, Of Mice and Men, can be pictured quite literally and is easy to remember. But what about the writer? If you recall the stains on the backs of our men, then you already know the last name of the author, Steinbeck. To sum up, the main tool here is your imagination. But you have to do some prep work too. First, you have to either come up with an image suitable for the name of the book or use an association. Same goes for the name of the author. Pick a word, an association that will help you remember it. Now the easy part. Link these two images together into a single picture. If you're not too tired, I have some other examples to demonstrate. Keep picturing until you master that skill. Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. Imagine a gong that has been struck by the wind. After that sound, a mitten starts playing a cello. Vanity Fair by William Thackeray. That's a tricky one. Picture a vandal in a mask and with a paint spray in his hand, who is trying to ruin a fun fair. But this vandal is quite unlucky. He trips on a sack and a ray shines on him. The Mill on the Floss by George Eliot. Here we need all your creative resources. Imagine a mill that somehow has legs. This mill is balancing on a floss string. To complete the picture, there is an elk and an otter cheering and shouting in support. Main Street by Sinclair Lewis. You may see a street sign that says just that, but we'll take the hard way. In this scenario, we'll have some mail falling down onto the street to the sound of lute. Picture it in slow motion so that it looks like a scene from some movie. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Of course, Little Women need no introduction. How about we picture these little women to be of small height, but wearing something grown-up, like pantsuits or evening dresses? Our little women are sleeping, but they are so startled by the sound of the alarm that they fall off a cot. If the images in your mind are bright and colorful, if they are properly linked, this information will stick to your memory forever. All right, let's revise the material we've learned today. On the screen, you will see the name of the book. Your task is to come up with the name of the author. You will have 3 seconds till the next book appears. Good luck! How was it? I'm sure you had no trouble at all. But what if we make the revision a little bit more challenging? This time, you will see either the name of the book or the author. The time is cut short. Only 1.5 seconds to run through the images in your head and complete the task. Great job! Don't worry if you forgot some names, just picture the image again and make it more vivid by adding details to it, and try again. So, this concludes our practice for today. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel to never miss useful and fun ways to learn new things.